What up, what up, what up, what up, world? It's your boy Amp Dog with another episode of Politickin Podcast. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, showing your love. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to YouTube channel. Yeah, today we gonna talk about Trump. Hey, I want to give it up. Shout out to Trump. He dropped a whole recorded video, edits and everything, and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna fight for this shit." Um, I feel him. I don't, but I feel him. Go out with a bang, I guess. You know, motherfucker, they quit their job. They go out slamming doors and taking computers off the desk and shit. And that's what he doing. No different. Um, I think it was a little wild though that it was a recorded video, and then you had the nerve to edit it. This nigga had angles, and then he was so old and retarded that he'd forget that he got angles to where he be posing for the wrong angle. That nigga crazy. Uh, and then it seemed like throughout the speech he was sitting there like breathing heavy, like he ain't got over that COVID shit. And the cold thing about that COVID shit is everybody around them got it. Like everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It might just be him being a sore loser. You know what I'm saying? Just a few things I realized throughout that speech, cause I watched it. Y'all might think I don't pay attention to shit like that, but I watched it. But it was entertaining. You know, it looked like an SNL skit. The whole background, the way he was standing when he got caught off at the wrong angle. You know, it all looked like it was staged, which it was. But you know, I think it was more about the messaging and the messaging that I caught. And y'all jump in the comments and let me know if I'm tripping. But the messaging I caught was one, he a sore loser. Two, he gonna fight for the ones that did vote for him. It was a part in this speech where he was like dropping down the numbers, and yeah, 74 million people. You know, we should fight. I'ma fight for y'all. Then he caught himself. Then it was, but I'm gonna fight for all Americans. And you know, I think he was exposing himself by doing this. He shouldn't have never did it. He should have at least just stayed quiet. It's either shut the fuck up and stay quiet and allow things to transpire, or expose yourself. So I think he went with that end. You know, he kept, you know, referencing the it's fraud. Of course, that's what the whole speech was about. Then it was, you know, these news outlets, they don't cover this and that, and it's like, what the fuck you expect? Like, you fake news them to death. If you was really on your shit, you would have already had that news network. You know, like you would already had the news network, and that shit alone. would have been able to bend your argument with the narrative of it was this and that. But William Barr, he even put it out there. Hey, we didn't have no, and if I'm not mistaken, William Barr was like somebody Trump held to a certain standard. He was a part of the cool crew. And one thing I feel like I realized with Trump is that he had his share of the cool crew, you know. But yeah, you can't be mad at the news outlets not covering your shit. What you should be thinking about is how happy you are at the fact that they didn't cover it just to cut you off. They've been cutting you off. You know what I'm saying? You've been talking that reckless shit. They cut you off. And maybe it is a hidden agenda. Maybe it is more to the story. But at the same time, if you had anything that was going to back up your claim, shut the fuck up. You're a billionaire. Let your money talk. You ain't got to be out doing the fucking press release to try to get people on your side. Like I said, what I took away from it was all messaging. So with the message being, it seemed like he was trying to entice those Americans that feel the election was stolen and it's still hope, but we gotta do blase, blase, blah. I feel like with this speech, that whole term of Proud Boys stand down and stand back, I think this was alright, let's go. That's just me. Y'all could leave the comments, tell me how stupid I am. You're tripping, whatever. But that's just how I feel. I feel like, we gotta be careful with that because, like I said in previous episodes, it's dangerous. Like, people ask me how I feel about Trump or Biden, and me, I don't give a fuck about neither one of those niggas. Like, I don't. But the reality is, as far as what I do care about, who affects it the most, Trump, he was trying to bring back 1960s and before. He was trying to bring out that shit out of people. And you see it. It's just, now it's not so much. Nah, I take that back. That shit's still just as reckless because now they holding up their flags. You see the Trump Pence flags till today, even though they lost. And then you see the back to blue, and I don't see nothing wrong with nobody exercising their rights to protest what they feel, but at the same time, I think it was just dangerous, and I think he was trying to use the quote unquote Proud Boys or the we gonna fight for America and this and that. We need to fight. It's the people that has to speak out and this and that. I feel like that's true, but what he trying to do is something different. Once the people do what they do, you spend ridiculous amount of money to recount a state, and you lose even more than what you lost I don't think we need to go down that road. And then his attorney, Giuliani, um, he's no different, you know. I want to shout out Giuliani for, living his truth, like either he learned his lesson or he a clone because the little sit down I seen him do earlier, I forgot what city it was, or state. It was the same thing he did in Pennsylvania, but this time he was a lot more gray. He had gray hairs and he wasn't sweating and leaking his blazing. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he had, hey, what would you rather have? A situation where you got an attorney that might be able to beat the case, or an attorney that if he don't beat the case, he gonna be just as fucked up as you? I don't know. I take the latter. I take option number two. I like the fact that you know he gonna fight for his freedom. Like they gonna really fight to avoid that jail cell. You know, there's nobody that was cheating, man. And what he said in his speech, Trump, that is, it makes sense. It's true. If it was the opposite, everybody else would be an uproar. But the fact of the matter is, everything you claiming and stating, it has no type of evidence. And the fucked up thing about it is, to me, is that the communities that you feel like put this person in office over you, they would be more so uh, considerate of, oh, it was cheating going on, to where they would start to look at the other side fucked up. But the thing about it is, you ain't got no proof, but you got you a strict attorney that's trying to make sure he don't go to jail as well as you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. And then I just think it's just right now, Trump just want to be congratulated. He want to be congratulated about his term in White House and what he did and how he moved and things like that. To where I think that's all it come down to. If everybody say, "Oh, Trump, you were a great president, peace," he'll take that. I think that's what we seeing right now. You know, but y'all let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? This was a little longer than I expected, but y'all let us know what y'all think about this topic. And like, share, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Peace.